Welcome everyone to a new Let's Play series on Cold Waters. This one will be in the Narwhal for the 1984 campaign, just as I said. And the goal of this campaign is actually going to be to play a little bit more, well, appropriately, correctly, realistic. We're not just going to be dashing around like crazy. I mean, it may come to that, but one of the Narwhal's biggest weaknesses is its top speed. I think it only has a top speed of 25 knots. Which, if I'm not mistaken, might not even be enough to knuckle the ship. You have to have a maximum speed in order to slam to get that knuckle effect, which is just to create a disturbance in the water. You have to be going fast enough for that, so I'm not sure we actually can. The advantage of the Narwhal is she is the quietest ship in the water, and she can actually dive quite a lot deeper than the Los Angeles class. I will double check the statistics, but I think she can go down to 1900. It might even be 2000 safely, but I'm just going to use 1900 as my max depth. 1900 is still way deeper. We never went below 1500 in the Los Angeles. I think 1300 is the start of crush depth, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but and actually I think it is 1500. But when I was damaged one time, I think I maybe 1300 is just the lowest I've ever been in it, because that's a little bit risky. Anyway, it's down to like 1900 is fine in the Narwhal, and that's just really amazing. It's one way of avoiding torpedoes, I think, is to dive deep, given the fact that you have to be in water which is deep enough. Obviously, you can't dive below the ocean floor, despite the AI sometimes trying. Now, we've had a few more patches. Another one that addressed this issue with the AI colliding with the... If you remember in my first series with the Los Angeles, one of the Typhoon class collided with the iceberg at the top. Titanic itself. And there were quite a few ships were running into the ocean floor. So this will not be... Oh, it looks like we have the Narwhal herself. I think that might... Was the Narwhal the only one of her class? That might actually be appropriate. So anyways, here we go. Gotten into the game. Yeah, so we'll be trying a different playstyle with this. Much more in line with what people are probably used to. If you are still unfamiliar with all these little cut screens, you can pause and read them. But I'm going to skip through them. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Couple more. De-escalation into war. Maybe two more. And this should be it. There it is. Okay, so what's our mission? Enemy cruise missile submarine is transiting southward in the Norwegian Sea towards the North Atlantic convoy routes. You must sink it. The enemy sub is believed to be a diesel-electric Juliet class. It may have a diesel attack sub escort. Okay, interesting. This will be a good first test for us. We're still quieter than those, but they are pretty quiet ships themselves. I don't know. The Juliet class may not have the most up-to-date... No, I mean, I think it does have the most up-to-date torpedoes. The SCT-84 or something like that. I don't remember the classification exactly, but I like this mission. It's a good first mission for us. It'll be a good first test. We're going to do better against enemy submarines than we are against surface ships, I think. That's just that's my that's how I feel things go in this game. That's my opinion, basically. So let's make sure that we want a lot of these Mark 48s. Thank God we have a torpedo that can actually hit enemy ships. We're not going to need any of these, so I really can unload probably 2 of them and load 2. It's going to take 4 hours to do that. 2 hours, and then loading this should only take 1 hour. I don't know why that took so long. That looks fine to me. So, review orders one more time. Norwegian Sea towards North Atlantic. Okay, so cast off. Norwegian Sea towards North Atlantic. I guess we'll just wait along this SOSUS line for a sub detection and see what we get. We got nothing in the south. She's already in the Norwegian Sea, supposedly, so where the hell would she... I mean, we have really good reconnaissance. She's not being detected anywhere. crazy. Like, how can she even muddle through that web of... Is that her? I think this is her. If war is just declared, then that should be the first ship actually moving across the first Sosis line. So we'll wait for her over here somewhere. Where'd she go? No detections in the south. Okay, we have one going north. I'm still waiting for the North Atlantic one. Now there's 3 of them, and I can't tell which one is the one we want. Well, I'm just going to start heading them off one at a time. So here we go, combat speed, nice in the open water area. This should be pretty shallow, sorry, pretty deep water. So let's just make sure I have all the right torpedoes. Let's maybe load. I have to remember all my hotkeys. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Torpedo tube. Shift. I changed my hotkeys based on the defaults. Compared to the defaults. So I hopefully remember how to do this correctly. I don't remember, for example, what my blow all ballast, emergency blow ballast command is. which is not good. I guess it should be Shift E, right? I think it is the default. Alright, so anyways, let's do this. It was 9-0. Okay, good. Okay. Ultra quiet is Shift F. S. 9-0, so hard right. We have 2 sonar contacts. One is dead ahead. There's the 090. Z is all steady, right? No, that's all stop. X is all steady. Okay, good. Let's immediately start getting these signatures lined up. And they're both going to be underwater. And we also know that they should be diesel ships. So let's look for the diesels. There's a Juliet, just as promised. And we have a Sierra 1, which should also be a diesel, but which one? A Foxtrot. Well, that should... I think that's one of the worst ones. Yeah. Oh, no, that's actually quite quiet. Okay, well, this is very interesting. She could detect us with active. The Soviet submarines, based on the latest patch, should be using active sonar a little bit less frequently. The fact that they're this close means I bet that they're damn close. Like, I bet... Whoa. What the heck was that? Oh, it's just the sound of water. Alright, so let's drop... What's our other contact? This one's below. So let's go ahead and... it's really hard to say. If I want to stay above the layer for this Foxtrot. The Foxtrot I should be killing first. If I know where the Juliet is, I can come back to her later. Are we getting any kind of profile on her? Not really. They're both moving very slow. Okay, we have a much better profile than the Foxtrot. I bet the Foxtrot's really close, in fact. I do want to dive deeper, though, because, again, the advantage that the Narwhal has is that she can run quiet and she can dive deep. So if we don't use these advantages, we're not taking advantage of the, well, our strengths, right? Okay, they've gone active. So probably we're just going to do it this way. We'll use active at our level. We'll just launch very, very quickly. We'll go active pretty quickly. And go away. And next one. Up, counter launch. That's okay, we expected that. Let's get this Foxtrot as well. Okay. Now we want to dive very quickly. And I guess we're probably... Oh, 2, huh? Well, there's that one. Did we get a... We got one wire break. Both wire breaks. Okay, well, load. And you know what? Let's go ahead and launch this one the way they think we're going. Maybe we can confuse the torpedoes, the incoming torpedoes. And we're going to speed up a little bit. And we're going to dive deep. We're going to turn away from ours. I assume that both of our submarines are going to find their marks, which might be a little bit bold. Okay, let's continue down, actually. That's our Moss. Okay, good. That one looks like it's just right on target. Actually, I have to figure out how deep they are. Whoa, okay, we actually can't go too much deeper, so... Let's take a look at these, That's the one I want. Noisemaker was launched. And make sure our depth doesn't go too much lower, because we might hit the bottom. Ah, yeah, I think this is going to be a good hit. There we go. Locking in. Boom! It's one dead. Okay. How are we doing? How have we been locked on to yet with these? We can come down actually quite a bit. Let's do that. And Noisemaker is another Noisemaker. I really want to see this. I guess this is it going on right here. The fight, the Juliet's fight for survival. Well, we can't see much, so I guess I better make sure we don't die in the process. And look at that. Mission accomplished already. Running nice and deep, and these torpedoes are none the wiser. Okay, stop. That's a little bit... There it is. Contact breaking up. Perfect. Well, this is already just exactly the way I wanted to run this mission. Now, I think it's a little unfortunate that we were detected so quickly. I wasn't expecting that. I just don't expect to get detected so quickly. You know, it's just, I guess we just barely hurt them in time, and, you know, how close to them were we? Let's reload that one. 8.5, and yeah, we are less than 5,000 kilometers away from one of these, so it's a difficult start. It's a nice start for us, and excuse me, nice start for us at least. We got 2 ships, and we avoid torpedoes without even having to launch a Noisemaker. So, good times. And this is how I expect to do the rest of this campaign. Head back underneath these guys, get away. I forgot what's my time compression. Kind of don't want to do too much time compression. I think F9, yeah, okay, that's it. We're actually coming up a bit now. Those guys are lost cause. And our Moss was useless, so probably didn't need to launch it in the end, but that's okay. And now I guess what we'll do is go ahead and leave combat. Perfect. Sunk them both. I guess that was our mission objective. I think so. We'll find out in a second. Very pleased to see you dealt with those subs with determination and resolve, Commander. Very good. Okay, so then we'll guess we'll get another mission. We'll get some news thing. Fine, fine. Not really interested in these anymore. Recent recon overflights show a large force of enemy landing ships. Ah, landing ships. Okay, this is going to be slightly more challenging. Since we only used 2 torpedoes there, we certainly have the capabilities of going directly and assisting this. Now, the really, really tough part about this is Bergen. Yeah, this is going to be extremely hard. We have to... say what? Bad weather prevents airstrikes, and NavOps is depending on you to intercept and destroy the force piece with it. Sending a single submarine. This is exactly against the narwhals. Okay, this is probably something I didn't really figure. We are given a mission which we are not well equipped for. The Los Angeles would be perfect in this environment. In fact, almost any other ship besides us. We're really best for deep water, quiet running. And this is just absolutely not favorable for us. This is kind of like a harpoon type mission. Oh boy. Well... Bergen, right? I want to just make sure I have it. I don't know if that's how you say it even. I think it is. Bergen. Okay, Bergen, and let's get over to Bergen. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. I'm trying to patrol here. Did it leave already? I need to pause. So within 3 days. Okay, so we have a little bit of time. I think we just wait for it though. Wait for a surface fleet to be heading. If they're heading all the way down here, hopefully I can catch them in this area where it's a little bit deeper. It's just not that deep though. It just really is not. Has it been 3 days? No, doubtful. I wouldn't mind another submarine encounter. I mean, we did so well in the first. It doesn't. I don't know how destroying other submarines really helps you though. Does it like eliminate those from the pool? Do the Russians no longer get to deploy those? That's pretty sure our convoy. Let's wait for them. This is not particularly deep water, but oh god. We were detected somehow. We'll find out exactly how deep it is in a moment. Okay, we're good on that. Bow stations. Okay, it's not that deep. Yep, not deep at all. Okay, not deep at all. That's not good. We have a towed array, so we actually don't mind turning and fleeing from these ships. 02, okay. Let's find out what we're up against at least. Okay, no, it's not a submarine. Not quite. And that's a alligator anyway. Active already. Kidding me? Give me a moment here. Oh, we passed through everything. I didn't see anything. Yes, Cresta. Okay. What's her detection capabilities? Yeah, we're okay. Let's get the Sierra 2 though. It's not a Cresta. And not that. No. Okay, let's go back. Come on, give me a lock. Not quite. Close. Not quite. Okay. Kara, and you can't detect me either. She looks like a pain in the butt, though. And I think I hear helicopters. I do. Well, that's just peachy. I don't know how we're going to avoid detection. These guys. Okay, well that's going to be difficult, and that's a deceptive shot. Alright, so we are very hard to detect right now. The good news. The bad news is we're up against a bunch of ships that are not... I mean, what are we going to do? I guess we could just launch torpedoes and hope for the best. Do we have a... No, there's no layer at all, so... Less than ideal for sure. Oh, there's a sonar buoy like right next to us. What do you know? Okay, well, you know what? That's it then. Climb, go active, and fire at the Kara. You go active, go high, and fire at the Cresta. Just do things the hard way, and then I guess we'll just simulate a submarine going that way. And then we'll turn north, or east-northeast. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Well, how lucky are we? They actually launched a torpedo at us, and it has been fooled by our Moss. Oh no, I really need to see this. Okay, so let's gain some speed here, otherwise this is going to be the end of us. She goes right through, and what does she do next? She's turning... Turn into her, turn. Get high very quickly. Uh-oh. This one has us. Oh, don't breach, don't breach. We're just not as capable of doing the same thing as we used to. Where are the other torpedoes? Damn it! These camera angles are gonna be the death of me. Actually, what's gonna be the death of me is not being able to turn correctly. I have absolutely no idea if my torpedoes are gonna hit. Looks like this one is acquired. Let's get really up to the surface then, and then drop down. Okay. That one not... It worked. Okay, turn into it, turn into it, turn into it. I can't tell as it's diving on us. It's gonna miss though. Get down, get down, get down, get down. Is it gonna catch us? Maybe. I have no idea what we've even hit, or if we hit anything. Oh, it caught us. And being head-on with it is the worst situation. What do you know? Knuckle formed, got very, very lucky. Okay, so this is our max speed, 25 knots. I guess you can form a knuckle. The Cresta happens to be extremely close. We have to watch out for depth charges now. We know about depth charges at this point. Cresta's like right on top of us. Is it? Where are our torpedoes are in the water. Looks like. Doing something, perhaps? We're just gonna watch out for ourselves. Actually, I don't want to rig for ultra quiet. 2/3 is fine. I just want a very... Okay, we have a noisemaker being deployed, so something good is going on. Kara's sunk. Kara has been sunk. Good. And we have torpedo in the water. That's ours. This one looks like it might be homing in on the Cresta. If we're lucky here. There's nowhere... Oh, no, it's very close to us. Damn it. Whew. It's an intense little fight. Only 2 in the water right now, and this one is hopefully about to connect. Yeah, aircraft nearby. Okay. I think we've done it, though. It's a wild little ride. We had to go up and down with that stupid torpedo. So this is just a terrible mission for us. We're going to be in very bad shape. Now that I have a moment to think, we can reload. Yeah. Oof. So what are we after? The Kestra. What are you, Kestra? Cresta. I said that totally wrong. Cresta. It doesn't have the newest torpedoes. That's good. But it's like very close and behind us, back behind us. I think this thing just missed. I have no idea where this is, but it obviously did. I think it just obviously missed. What's the range? 2? Well, it's not... I mean, Let's go all quiet. have a pretty good solution on the Cresta. Of course, if she starts launching anything, but the red line is coming, which is the torpedo one, as far as I know. It's coming right. How far away is it? I mean, I can't even see our submarine, so I'm assuming this one's a miss. Let's fire another one. We have a really good lock on this Cresta, so let's just make this confirmed kill. And we'll try to narrow our sonar profile by turning away from him. Oh, nice, they have the numbers on it now. Cresta is turning, so she presumably has already heard our welcoming package. They came after us. We didn't ask for this. Yeah, we have Envision now. So that one's a miss for sure, but you should be going active very soon. I want you to go active sooner. Okay, fine, just don't. Let's see it. Let's see it. Climb. There it is. That's a good sign. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, there we go. That's good. Yes, excellent. Probably will see a noisemaker in the water in a second. It's a big boat. I'll be happy to sink her. Impressive looking ship. Was an impressive looking ship until now. Good. Got her. Okay, so what do we have to do? We still have aircraft nearby that we have to get away from. Okay, fine. I think we're just gonna go head full, crank up the speed, and just observe things from a distance. Until hopefully we're out of the way. Less than 50 feet. Okay, we're actually getting into shallower water. I've ordered a little bit of air into the ballast. And let's turn this way, I think. Have we... No, still aircraft nearby. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I know that can be quite loud. Okay. There she blows. And a little bit longer and we'll be out of this mission, and I guess we'll be finishing this episode now. So because that was a good 2 missions. Combat, sunk both of them. How are we going to respond to this transport fleet heading towards us? Well, I'm going to pause, put a cut in here, and we'll pick up with the next couple of targets trying to acquire us. Maybe this is a good thing. Maybe there is. It would be wonderful. I really appreciate games that do this, that have some kind of consistency or overall cause and effect relation in the campaigns. Maybe taking out all these ships in the very beginning will somewhat free up our operating space in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and since this is the first episode in the video, I just want to remind you, if you wouldn't mind pressing the like button. That's just to increase the visibility of this series on YouTube. And of course, for people who have already seen my series, you know I won't ask for this beyond the first episode. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this one. It'll be a different style, but I really hope we can get a few more adventures in deep waters, and we can really push the narwhal really deep. I think that's really where she is most comfortable. So again, thanks for watching, and until the next episode, take care.